What are the differences between synthetic psilocybin and maybe just eating a cap itself?
Great
Are there
question.
any differences?
Certainly are, yeah. What you have with synthetic is what the world of medical, let's call it, is comfortable with, which is single compound. And so it's amazing that just that is still having remarkable effects. So you have the mushroom, the cap, as you said, it has a number of compounds inside of it. The ones that we're interested in, let's say, is obviously psilocybin. Then there's psilocin, which is what psilocybin is turned into in your body. And then there's baeocystin, norbaeocystin, and a really interesting one called aeruginascin. And so those are all these interesting compounds inside of the mushroom that we don't know a whole lot about. We know that they work. We know that they're great. We don't know how they differ. But we do know that if you take one of them out, psilocybin or psilocin, and you put it into a synthesized process, which uses benzene, then you're going to have still remarkable effects. So it just speaks to how powerful the compound mixture, or the magic mushroom, so to speak, is, because you can take one of the compounds out and it still is amazing. So my kind of proponent nature is on psilocybin being natural is really around that combination is important. Now, we don't know enough at all. There hasn't really been any studies on baeocystin, norbaeocystin, or aeruginascin on their own. Every study you read about is usually synthetically created psilocybin, helping things like depression, anxiety, etc. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't realize, is that when you hear about a study, and they'll mention magic mushrooms because everybody kind of draws that correlation, psilocybin, magic mushrooms, it's really actually synthetic that's being tested. I'd say 95% of the time it is. Now, some of my friends have actually done the study, and they haven't published, so I won't speak to any of the results. I don't know them, but they've done a synthetic versus natural study out west in British Columbia was where I know some of the dosing was, but I think the researchers are out of University of Washington, at least my buddies are. So that'll be interesting to explore. What does that data reflect? I know one of the participants, he said it was very fast on, fast off with the synthetic, and it felt a little more mechanical, but that could have been, you're shading it with the knowledge of it being synthetic, or at least thinking it's synthetic. So hopefully that helps.